Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are starting exercise 1.2 of chapter number 1 of class 11 maths, and we are going to start question number 3 here. And we are beginning with part number 2 because it's a bit easier involving previous concepts. It won't be much difficult to understand. The rest of the parts are involving some more new concepts, so I've decided that I would teach you part number 2 first, and then we move towards the rest of the two parts. So z minus z bar divided by z plus z bar, we have to prove this term equal to iota into imaginary part of z divided by real part of z. So first of all, we all know that z is a complex number which is equal to a plus b iota, where a is the real part and b is the imaginary part. So what is z bar? Z bar is its conjugate, and how to take the conjugate of a complex number? We have to change the sign of the imaginary part of the complex number. Here the imaginary part is b, so we'll change its sign a minus b iota. I hope till here I am clear. Now we are going to solve the left hand side. Z minus z bar divided by z plus z bar. We are going to use the values of z and z bar from these two equations, and putting them here, we get a plus b iota minus a minus b iota whole divided by a plus b iota plus a minus b iota. Now we are going to add and subtract these two complex numbers. We get a plus b iota minus a plus b iota whole divided by a plus b iota plus a minus b iota. Here we can cancel a, and here we can cancel the denominator b iota. So we get 2b iota whole divided by 2a. 2 and 2 are cancelled, and our answer is b iota by a. Now moving towards the right hand side, we get iota into imaginary part of z divided by real part of z. Okay. Now this is z a plus b iota. Here the real part is a and the imaginary part is b because it contains iota. So we are going to use these values over here. Iota into b by a. We are going to multiply b by a with iota. So we get b iota by a. So we can see that these two values are equal. So left hand side equals right hand side, and we have proved it. Very good. So now part number 1 says prove that for z belongs to complex numbers. So what are complex numbers? Yes, complex numbers are the numbers that contain imaginary parts as well as real parts. It's not mandatory that they have real parts, but they must have an imaginary part. So its usual notation is a plus b iota, where a is the real part, b is the imaginary part, and then its conjugate becomes, what is conjugate? Changing the sign of the imaginary part, and it becomes a minus b iota. Now z is real, I double f. What does I double f means? Yes, you have studied it earlier. It means if and only if. So now this thing means basically this sign. Now this sign means that first of all we have to suppose that z equals z bar, and then we have to prove using this portion that z is real, and then as the next portion of the same part, we have to suppose that z is real number, and then we have to prove that z equals z bar. So first of all, what we have to let that z equals z bar, and what do we have to prove? That z is a real number. And as the next portion of the same part, we have to let that z is real, and then what do we have to prove? That z equals z bar. So first of all, we have to put z and z conjugate equal. This is z and this is z conjugate. We have to put them equal. So we can write it as a plus b iota equals a minus b iota. Shifting these two terms over here, we get a plus b iota minus a plus b iota equals 0. Now we can cancel a, and b iota plus b iota gives us 2 b iota equals 0. And b equals 0 divided by 2 iota. 0 by 2 iota gives us 0, so b equals 0. Now b equals 0, and now putting this value of b in this complex number, z equals to a plus b iota. So z equals a plus b iota when b is 0, so this whole term is 0 when it is multiplied by iota. so it becomes A. Now z equals to A, and A is the real part of this complex number, so we have proven that z is a real number. Z equals A. There is no imaginary portion, so z is real. Now we have to consider that z is a real number. For z to be real, what do we know? That b should be 0, so that z equals to A plus 0 iota equals A. Understood? When b is 0, then z is real. So we have to suppose that z is a real number, so z is a real number. And what do we have to prove? That z equals z bar. So now we have to find its conjugate. Now what is the conjugate? We have to change the sign of the imaginary part. This is the imaginary part. We have to change its sign. A minus 0 iota. The answer is same. It's A, because when it is multiplied by 0, it is 0. And when any number is subtracted from 0, the answer is the same number. So z bar equals A, z equals A, so we know that z equals z bar, and this is what we have to prove. Z equals z bar, and we have proven it. So nice. Now again there is an IFF in the question. IFF again means this symbol, which means that we have to assume one side of this symbol and prove the other side. And the question is, prove that for z belongs to complex numbers. Complex numbers, if z is a complex number, then we can give it a usual notation. Z is equals to A plus B iota, and we all know up till now that z bar equals A minus B iota. Now, first of all, we are going to let that z bar square equals z square and prove that z is either real or imaginary. Okay, just write it down over here. Now z bar square equals to z square, so A minus B iota whole square equals A plus B iota whole square. Now A square plus B square iota square minus 2AB iota. I hope you know the formula. A square plus B square minus 2ab, and here it is A plus B whole square equals to A square plus B square plus 2ab. So A square plus B square iota square plus 2ab iota. Now A square and A square are cancelled, B square iota square and B square iota square are cancelled, and minus 2ab iota and plus 2ab iota. This is brought over here, so we get minus 2ab iota minus 2ab iota equals 0. So minus 4ab iota equals 0 and ab equals 0. From here we get two situations. Either a is equals to 0 or b equals to 0. If a equals to 0, then z equals to. When a is 0, then z equals to b iota. Isn't it so? Z equals to b iota. And when b equals to 0, when b is 0, then this whole term becomes 0 and z is equals to a only. So z equals a. Now we were given the question z is either real or pure imaginary. We can see that either the z is real, it's real now a, because there is no term of iota, so it is 0 iota, and 0 iota means that there is no imaginary portion, it's only real one. And when it's b iota, there is no real portion. You know, b iota plus 0, the real portion is 0. So we are only getting imaginary portion, and this imaginary portion means that it is pure imaginary. Pure imaginary. When we mean that z is a complex number, when z is complex, okay, then it is equal to a plus b iota. When z is real, then this b becomes 0 because there is no iota, so it is equal to a. But when z is pure imaginary, then we have no real part. Real part is 0 and b iota, there is only b iota, so 0 plus b iota means b iota. So it's either pure imaginary or it's real. So we have met this condition. Now we are going to prove let this one and prove this one. To let this one, we have to first take z as real one. So first of all, we are going to let z equals to a, and then we have to let that z equals to b iota. Pure imaginary means b iota. And what do we have to prove? That z bar whole square equals to z square. If z equals to a, first of all we are going to prove this one, okay? we are going to draw a line over here and another line between these two. Okay, so now it is like z equals to a. So when z equals to a, z conjugate. What is z conjugate? It's changing the sign of the imaginary part. There is no imaginary part. It's only real. So z bar is also equal to a. Now z bar whole square equals to z square. Z bar is a square equals to z square is also a square. Now we are moving towards this part. This says z is equals to b iota. Then what would z bar be equal to? It would be equal to minus b iota, because conjugate is changing the sign of the imaginary part. There is only the imaginary part. We have changed its sign. Previously it was positive. Now it became negative. Now z bar whole square equals to z square. This is what we have to prove. And z bar is minus b iota whole square equals to b iota square. Now minus b iota square is b square iota square, because negative sign is cancelled when the power is even, and then it becomes here is b square iota square. This is also proved. We can see that this is also proved, and this side is also proved. So we have solved this question. Thank you so much.